Summer is upon us, and you might be looking at your budget a little bit closely this summer and trying to figure out how are you going to afford the summer. In today's video, I've got you covered with 20 tips to help you have a budget-friendly summer. Thank you so much for tuning in to Sisters for Financial Independence. My name is Catherine Agapjan, and here at Sisters for Fi, I share money lessons to help you get out of credit card debt, help you pay off student loans, help you invest more, as well as help you determine if you can afford maternity. Now, let's get to today's video so you can start planning your summer while still sticking to your budget. My first tip for you today is to join your local town pool. This is a great, affordable, and budget-friendly way to have another place for you to hang out during the summer. It's a great place for you to go after work, after camp, after school, and during the weekends. They're also very affordable for individuals as well as family with kids. What I would recommend is to use the concept called cost per visit to calculate how much it costs you to use and visit your town pool. So for this calculation, the more you visit your town pool, the more you spend time in there, the less the cost will be to you. And that means better for your budget. I also love the town pool because it's convenient, it's local, and you don't have to be wasting gas, time, and money shuffling yourself or your kids to faraway places. So consider your town pool as a great affordable option so you have somewhere else to be during the summer that won't cost you a lot of money. If you don't have a town pool, consider if one of the surrounding towns by you offers a membership for out-of-towners. This can still be a great budget-friendly option for you for the summer. If you are unable to afford the summer membership, I'd also ask to see if your town offers financial aid assistance. Some towns do offer it. I'm in New Jersey, and there's definitely neighboring towns around me that offer financial aid assistance, so you can get a membership to the pool at a discount. Tip 2 to help you have a budget-friendly summer is to visit and join your local library. The library has changed over the past few years, and there's now so many programs and options and things that you can do at the library to help you stay within our budget. There's 3 services that I think you and your family would appreciate. The first one, of course, is the Summer Reading Challenge. It's a chance for you to finally catch up on a good book and get some prizes along the way. The second thing I'd also recommend is to check out museum passes. A lot of libraries partner with museums, and they now offer discounts or free passes to visit local museums. I live in New Jersey, and our library has passes to New Jersey as well as New York City museums. And if you have been to a museum lately, you know that those ticket prices and admission can add up quickly, especially if you have a big family. See what kind of museums your library partners with so that you can get access to these places during the summer at a steep discount. The last service I would recommend is called the Library of Things, and this is where you can borrow certain things from the library. This can be a record player, it could be some board games, it could be certain things that you might want for a one-time use, or you might want it for multiple uses to help entertain your family. But look to see if there's options to borrow things instead of buy things. This is the real sharing economy. Look into your library and see what other services, programs, and things that you can borrow from them so that you don't have to spend money on it. I'm always touting how helpful our local library is. They just provide so many resources at a fraction of the cost. If you want to learn more about what libraries now offer, I want you to check out this longer video where I share a lot of the things that libraries offer. I've also got a bonus tip for you if you've got a kid who loves to read, and that is the Barnes & Noble Summer Reading Program. Check it out here and listen to the details. You want to earn a free book for your book-loving kid? Then I want you to check out the Summer Reading Program at Barnes & Noble. It's a great way to foster reading for students 1st through 6th grade. They'll need to fill out a journal about what they read and the best part of the book, and then in between July and August, they can head to Barnes & Noble to get their free book. The description has the link, or you can just search for Barnes & Noble Summer Reading Program. Tip number 3 is to always prep yourself a cooler. With food prices continue to increase and with a lot of tariff uncertainty, likely we are not going to see food prices drop for the summer. Whether you are going grocery shopping or going for takeout or going to a restaurant, food will be a big part of your budget. And to help you save in that department, I would recommend packing you and your family snacks as well as meals when you are out and about. This can reduce the temptation to spend a lot of money on takeout food, and it can allow you to prep healthy meals for your family. What I always recommend as the summer approaches is to invest in a good cooler bag. That way you have something to put all of your stuff in and it stays cool and ready and available for you and your family. During the summer, we are normally out and about, so whether we are at the park, at the beach, or at the pool, having food handy can save you a lot of money. Here are my top 5 tips to help you pack more efficiently when it comes to your summer cooler. The first thing is to use one of these thermoses to pack frozen fruit for your kids. This is a great alternative to sugary popsicles. Because you're putting the fruit in thermos, they also last longer, so they stay frozen a little bit longer, and they can be a nice treat on a hot summer day. My second tip is to invest in these stainless steel containers. They're a great way to have a bunch of options for your kids. They're safe to use at the pool, and they're also light to carry, so you can have a bunch of things in your cooler and it's not going to be so heavy as you lug from one place to the other. Tip number 3, if you really want to bring popsicles for your kids so they have something to snack on, is to put your popsicles inside your stainless steel vacuum sealed water bottles. They will remain much colder than if you just leave them in your cooler, and now you have that nice handy treat when you're out and about during the summer. My fourth tip is to actually reuse your ice packs from your meal delivery kits. If you don't have those extras, look to see if your Buy Nothing group has a bunch of extra ice packs. Likely someone in your neighborhood gets a lot of these deliveries, and you can ask to see if you can get some for free so that you don't have to keep buying ice packs or ice as you go out and about. My last tip to help you save money on food this summer is to create some rules for your family. You might have a rule where you are eating from the cooler from Monday to Thursday, and Friday can be a takeout day, it can be a restaurant day. Make sure everyone knows what the rule is so you don't have to keep repeating yourself, but so that everyone knows that, hey, today is Monday, we're not even going to entertain eating out or grabbing pizza, we're going to pack our food, we're going to eat our food, and we are going to save money like that. Tip number 4 to help you save money this summer is to pause your subscriptions and or memberships. The summer is a great time to review your family's habits and to see if you should be keeping subscriptions. This might be your opportunity to pause them for 1 or 2 months. That way you save money and you're not paying for something that you're not using. When you look at your family habits, carefully review what your family has time for. If your kids are off to camp and they get home late, they might not have time to sit and watch any streaming services. So this might be your opportunity to pause streaming services. If you're going to be out and about and not able to hit the gym because you're already hiking or biking, this might be the time to pause your gym membership. In tip 1, I shared with you the concept called cost per visit. And when you look at some of the things that you're paying for, it might not be worth it to pay for something if you're only going to use it once. For example, in our household, my husband always looks at his calendar, and if he sees that he's going to be traveling for a certain period of time and not able to hit the gym, he usually asks them to cancel his gym membership for that 1 month so that he's not charged with a gym membership when he's not able to make it. So use the cost per visit calculation to see if it makes sense for you to still be charged a subscription or a membership fee when you're not going to be there. Doing this across the board can save you a whole lot of money, and then you can use that money to do more fun things or just shift it to other parts of your budget. Tip number 5 is to visit garage sales or have one of your own. The summer is a great time to visit garage sales and find things that you might need at a steep discount. When we first moved into this country, we didn't have a lot of stuff. We came with our suitcases and maybe 2 large boxes of stuff. So my mother relied a lot on garage sales to find quality dinnerware, quality furniture, and quality clothing. And that was how we essentially started building up our life here in the US. Now, I know garage sales have changed over the years. Maybe some of the things don't have as much quality, but you can still find a lot of good things at garage sales. So consider visiting one this summer and see what you can find. And if you have kids, this is also your opportunity to teach them about reuse culture, about what it means to be thrifty, about what it means to be hunting for something that's a good price or a bargain price. And this is also a great reminder, if you visit a community sale or a church sale, that you are supporting a local organization and putting money back to help those in need in your neighborhood. Visiting garage sales is also a great way to teach your kids about money. Give them a small budget or a small allowance and show them what it means to shop smartly. They might have to decide to buy an item versus not. That's called a trade-off. They might have to count all their change to make sure they have enough money, and they might have to think back if they already have that item. It's a low-cost way to teach your kids about money now so that over time and as they grow older, they can use those skills to make smart money decisions. On the flip side to visiting garage sales is to hold one of your own. This can be a great opportunity to declutter. It can be a great opportunity to make space in your home, as well as an opportunity to earn some money back. A few years ago, we were in the process of selling our childhood home, and one of the things we had to do was empty it out, so we held garage sales. And a big thing that I remember about that process was that how much stuff we truly had and how much stuff we never even got to use. There were a lot of things that were still in packaging. There were a lot of things that still had their tags on them. Think about that stuff, that exchange of things that you have. You might spend a lot of time browsing and researching for things. You might spend a lot of time working in the back end to be able to afford something and then not be able to use it. Or you might spend a lot of time maintaining items. Maybe you're putting it in the attic, in the basement, and then finally deciding to get rid of it. So just think about how much time you're putting in buying stuff, accumulating stuff, and then finally getting rid of it. I think that's a reminder that maybe we need to focus less on stuff and more on experiences as well as the relationships that we have. Do you want to raise money smart kids? Start with stories. From saving to investing to earning and spending, these stories are perfect for 4 years and up. They're fun, practical, and empowering. Grab the whole set in the link in the description. Tip 6 is to visit You Pick farms. If you are lucky enough to live in a place where there's a lot of local farms, then this is your sign to do a super budget-friendly activity, and that is to visit You Pick farms and pick fruits and vegetables at the peak of season. I live in New Jersey, so during the summer there is a rich bounty of stuff that we can choose from. And for me, this is a great activity and a great way to learn how things grow, when things grow, and to be able to eat something that has been grown out in the sun, out in the air, and local to you. My favorite picking activity is apples, of course, in the fall, but the next one is in July when it's peach season as well as lavender season. If you are able to find a lavender farm and a peach farm and be able to pick from those two places on the same day, the car ride home will smell amazing. If you're in New Jersey and want to know where we do that, let me know in the comments and I will share with you where we do lavender picking and peach picking. My other tip as you come home with your bounty of vegetables and fruit is to make sure you store them properly so they don't spoil fast, and make sure you freeze your fruit so you can enjoy it later for popsicles, for ice cream. This is one of my favorite 3-ingredient ice cream recipe. It's really easy to do. Your kids can help you do it, and it lasts long, and it also helps you use up all of your fruit, and you don't need an ice cream maker for it. So check out this recipe. I'll have it linked in the description as well so you can try it out and enjoy the fruits of the summer. Tip number 7 is to open a lemonade stand. Kids can learn a lot from running a lemonade stand, from running a business, from learning about marketing and advertising, from learning how to talk to customers, as well as earn their own money. My daughter is not yet of age to run a lemonade stand, so I'm waiting in the wings when she's ready. In the meantime, I've written a book about running a lemonade stand business to help her understand what that process is and help her understand what it will take to run a lemonade stand business. If you want some additional reading material for your kids, my first lemonade stand business is available on Amazon, and I've linked it in the description as well. In the book, I even mentioned the concept of complementary goods. And if you have a kid who loves arts and crafts, if they're into making things, this might be their opportunity to also sell some of those things, like bracelets, clay figures, other things that they're creating during the summer that they love to do and can earn a little bit of money in the process. Tip 8 is to grill outside more. Now, one of the habits we pick up more in the summer is that we tend to be out more and grilling our food more. This helps us in so many ways when it comes to our budget. Because we're outside, we're reducing the need for energy use inside our home. Because we're also not using our oven, it reduces heat from escaping, which helps our AC work a bit more efficiently. And it also reduces our use of gas because we're not using the oven. All in all, we've found that grilling is easy to do. We've gotten very efficient at it, and you can do a whole range of things when it comes to grilling vegetables, when it comes to meat, when it comes to grilling fruit as well. So you can still get nutritious and tasty food on the grill and served ready for your family. Tip number 9 is to explore new parks around you. Make it a mission to see how many parks you can visit in the summer. I think you'd be surprised how many hiking trails, how many parks, how many playgrounds you have around you. Now that you have more options, you now have these great alternatives to have these super budget-friendly adventures with your kids or even with just yourself and your partner. Hiking trails are a great way to do some exercise, get some air in, and also have one-to-one time with your partner. If you're not used to hiking or exploring, find smaller routes that you can start with and begin with that. Alltrails.com is a great resource for you to check out to find kid-friendly activities. Use their filters to find a hiking trail or a route that works for you and allows you to get outside and explore the outdoors. One of the things I'd also recommend is to look for these places called arboretums. Arboretums are botanical gardens that specialize in woodsy plants or trees. And you might be surprised to find that there's probably 1 or 2 in your area. They're a little bit smaller, more compact, so they can be easy to get around in, especially if you have kids. I've also found that arboretums are a little bit prettier because they just have more flowers, more foliage to look at, and a little bit more Insta-worthy. Here's one that we went to last summer. This is only a little bit of the arboretum, but you can see all of the beautiful details of the flowers and how they've designed the garden. I've got another bonus tip for you, and this one is if you have older kids. More specifically, if you have a rising 4th grader. Everykidoutdoors.gov is a government website, and it's offering 4th graders a free pass to see America's national parks. The free pass allows children under 16 to enter, as well as up to 3 adults to enter for free. So you can save a significant amount of money on entrance fees if you go to these national parks. Read the fine print so you understand how it works. Tip number 10 is to give your clothes dryer a break. Summer is a great time to hang dry your clothes outside. With the sun, with the wind, with the breeze, your clothes can dry in no time, and it saves you energy. You can invest in a drying rack like this one, or you can hang one of those big ropes in between trees or fences and hang your clothes from there. Hanging your clothes outside is actually one of the most eco-friendly and budget-friendly ways to dry your clothes. It also extends the life of your clothes. We found that if we grill outside, if we don't use our dryer, our gas bill normally drops below $20. That's a significant savings, and that's good for our budget. If this video has been helpful, give it a like and share it with a friend. If you like money content like this, subscribe to Sisters for Fi and let me know in the comments how you're staying on budget this summer. Tip number 11 is to create or optimize a craft or playroom. The summer can be challenging as you need to occupy your kids so that you can get your work done. One way to do that is to convert one of your rooms or maybe optimize an existing playroom that you have into something that they can use for the summer. This might be just removing a few things from there, making space so that they have the space to do their own work, their own crafts, their own building. Create a space where your kids can keep busy, where they can do things on their own without needing you. For us, we have just cleaned out our sunroom, which was full of stuff, and we have made it into a build room. So we put her Legos in there, we put blocks in there, we put all of the things that she can use to build things, and she can take her time there. It's her space. She can leave things there, and I won't have to get upset about having Legos all around the house. One of the things that we have to think about when it comes to the summer is that some of our habits might change during the summer. Maybe we're not going to so many activities, so we're going to be home more. How can we change and reorganize our home life so that we can make room and space for our new habits for the summer? Tip 12 is to find free concerts at the park. This is a great budget-friendly entertainment option for yourself as well as your family. If you check surrounding towns, many of them will already have a schedule up for a summer concert. That's a great way to be outside and get some good entertainment. For these kinds of things, all you probably need to do is either bring a picnic blanket, maybe bring a chair, bring some of your food so you don't have to get takeout, and enjoy the free music. Attending these kinds of things is best if you also invite some friends, and if you have a bunch of kids that are also coming, entertain them with a bubble machine, get one of those glow-in-the-dark balls that they can play with, and that can extend your time enjoying the music while the kids are playing on the other side. And don't forget, this can be a completely free activity by using the things that you have at home and by bringing your own food. Tip number 13 is to host a toy swap. The summer is a great time to declutter, especially for things that are toys, books, old clothes for your kids. They can help you figure out what they still want and what they no longer need. This can be a great way to get old things as well as get some new things. And of course, it can all be free. Share what you have with your neighbors, and I'm sure your neighbors will share with you too. Tip 14, follow the sun. And I'm calling it that because it's all about understanding the position of the sun relative to your home. Now, for us, our house faces south, so we get the brunt of the sun during the morning and afternoon. And what that means is that if we don't manage it properly, our home can get pretty hot. So what I'd like to do with this tip is to encourage you to really think about the sun's position, even your windows, and how it affects the temperature of your home and how you can manage it. For us, that means investing in good quality thermal curtains and then keeping curtains as well as the blinds closed until the sun shifts. So we manage the light and the heat so that our house temperature stays constant and doesn't fluctuate so much with the summer heat. So instead of us automatically defaulting to putting the AC on, we instead just manage the temperature of the house by closing curtains or opening windows and taking advantage of the cross breeze that comes in. In the end, that's a huge savings for our energy bill. Tip 15 is to head to the beach. If you are lucky enough to live close to a beach or a lake, consider this your sign to go there. Here's my tip though. We never go to the beach during the midday. It is too hot for me. I am too uncomfortable in the heat of summer at the beach. So what we normally would do is go to the beach after 3 p.m. That way we skip out on shore traffic, which if you know how irritating that can be in the Garden State Parkway. We get to the beach around 4 or 5 o'clock. Now during the summer, the sun doesn't set until 8:30. So we have plenty of time to enjoy the beach, enjoy the water. What we also normally do is find a beach that has a cove or one where there is rocks that break the water. That way our daughter can still enjoy the beach, but we don't have to be so scared of harsh waves coming for her. So if this is an option for you, if you are close to a beach, close to a lake, consider going there, but consider changing the times where you go so you're not having to really spend your time in traffic or have to spend money on parking, on beach badges, and all of those things that add up when you go to the beach. We also love going to the beach around sunset time. We can watch the sky turn a beautiful blue, then pink, then purple, and then watch the stars. And normally we always bring our food to the beach so we have something to munch on, and maybe we'll have dinner there as well so we can enjoy our time there without having to rush to go to a reservation or somewhere else. Again, figure out a way to save yourself time and save yourself money as you enjoy the short summer season. Number 16 is to review your money goals. Now I know the summer is a time to relax, it's a time to enjoy, but don't forget your big financial goals. Don't forget, if you are still working to pay off debt, that you continue to do so, whether you're automating your payments, you're automating investments, you're doing all of those things still in the background while you enjoy your time in the summer. It's a great time to make progress with your goals. So don't forget your goals, keep at it, and make sure you stay on budget, make sure you're looking at your credit card statements, make sure you're just still taking care of your money while you're enjoying the summer season. Number 17, to help you stay on budget in the summer as well as really live a bit of a frugal life, is to clean all the things and really take care of all of your things. The great time to do this is during the summer, where you can take out a hose and hose down things that are grimy, hose things down that need cleaning. This can be from your car, from your gutters, from rugs, from furniture that need to be cleaned. Use the summertime to take care of the things that we have. One of the big things about saving money is to actually invest in good quality things and then take care of those things. So it can be as small as finally putting and sewing that button on a dress that you love, or maybe hemming that pants that's a little too long and spending that time to do so. Or it could be as big as doing a car wash at home, really getting into the nitty-gritty of your car, taking out the big vacuum and doing so, maybe finally pressure washing and cleaning out your patio and all of those things. If we take care of our things, it means they will last longer, we save more money, and that's ultimately good for the budget. Number 18 is a mindset tip, and it's all about enjoying your free time. Now, summer usually comes with less activities. It might mean more vacation time. It might mean more downtime and more options to spend outside, spend time with friends. It's important for us to really start thinking about time as a form of luxury. If you have the time to rest, that's a form of luxury. If you have the time to spend with your family members, with your kids, with your partner, that's a form of luxury, because that means that your time is not being taken up by having to go to work. So rethink this summer as a time of luxury. And one of the things I'm also going to recommend as you figure out ways to have a budget-friendly summer is to also reduce your social media consumption. And this is a challenge that I'm going to ask that you do, is to log off Instagram or log off Facebook and really start to enjoy the things around you, the things that are tangible to you. Because the problem with social media is that we start comparing ourselves to other people. We see someone else going on vacation. We see someone else doing something that we might want or that we are jealous of. And sometimes we might not be able to name that emotion, but we feel certain kind of things when it comes to seeing other people do this. So to save your sanity, to also save you from all of the other things happening around the world, it might be a good idea to also log off social media and really enjoy what you have around you instead of on the internet. And that can help you appreciate what you have and appreciate that you don't need to be buying so many things to make yourself happy. Tip number 19 is to learn a new skill this summer. Now, I know that we might not want to be productive during the summer, but this is also a great opportunity for you to find something to do, to learn something new, whether you're actually going to take a class, whether you're doing on your own and watching a bunch of YouTube videos. Figure out a way to incorporate learning something new in the summer. You always want your brain to be working, to be exercising and doing something different. This might be your opportunity to find something that you can do in the summer that you know is going to be inexpensive, that you know that you might be able to attend a class for free, and that's something that can help you along in the future as well. This can be anything from learning how to mend something, maybe you're learning how to grow a garden, it could be something related to running a YouTube channel. All of these things are possible, and you want to have an open mind as you enter the summer, as you look for opportunities and enjoy a summer that's productive as well. Tip number 20 is to create a summer bucket list. Sit down on your own, sit down with your partner, sit down with your kids and come up with silly or serious goals or both and check them off all summer long. So even though it's summer, it's nice to be able to accomplish your goals and check off your list. Don't forget that as the summer goes through, to document and take those photos. Especially if you are a mom, make sure that you are in those pictures. You deserve to be in those pictures, so make sure you smile and get that included as part of your memories. All right, those are 20 ways to still have a fun and cool summer but not break the bank. I hope these budget-friendly activities gives you ideas on what you can do with your family. Of course, your family is going to be different. Your values are going to be different. So choose the ones that will work for your family. Try one or two and see if you like it. You might be surprised at the things that you enjoy now. Thank you for tuning in to Sisters for Financial Independence, where I cover topics related to money, motherhood, and everything else in between. 4 other money lessons that you can use to help you with your finances. I am going to recommend these 2 videos here. And of course, if you have any questions or have a comment, leave it in the comment section. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.